Hello everybody, they call me Muse. And once again, we are in the Hitman Freelancer Suit Only Challenge where we murk syndicates, whilst looking fabulous as we do it. But enough standing near your fish, 47. We've got work to do. We have got missions to select. So, I'm hoping we can find one with Santa Fortuna in New York, because we've not done them yet. And no Colorado, because F that place. There's a Santa Fortuna. That's cool. There's a New York and a scale. We might actually get proper scale this time rather than Hantu Port if we're lucky. Just for a bit of variety. Those two have got Colorado, so they're off the menu. So yeah, we can't get both Santa Fortuna and New York. But we can potentially get one of them with a bit of scale thrown in as well. Those have got Bangkok though. That's got Hokkaido, which could go horribly wrong. Yeah, let's give the Trojan a try, I think. Now, which are our alerted maps? Scale's alerted. New York is alerted. And so is Chongqing. Which is fine, because I was probably saving Wick Creek or Sapienta for the showdown anyway. But heck with it, let's start with Scale. Maybe we'll actually get it this time, rather than Hantu. Take down Rare Melee, we'll have to think about. Dark Gun, it's fine. We still haven't got our actual lockpick. Do we want to bring... Do we need to bring a lockpick to these maps? I mean, we do if it's proper scale. Crowbar could do the job, but we'll bring a proper lockpick. And we're going to bring an SMG to take down some guards. We should probably check what our prestige is as well. Sniper kill epic. I was thinking of bringing a sniper rifle anyway, just to hedge our bets. And we'll bring along a silent pistol. Now, probably the Ghost. Yeah, we've got a bit of spare inventory space. Maybe we'll bring along a rubber ducky. Just in case. And now we'll grab some fancy threads and off we go. Fantastic, it's proper scale today. And we're looking fabulous in our phantom suit. I was considering making this my new go-to suit over the black streak, just because it looks pretty dapper. But the little things can sometimes get in the way of that. And targets will occasionally draw attention to your lovely red tie. And our tie isn't red, it's a nice light grey. So every time they do that, it annoys me, and I get sad. So yeah, we'll probably stick with the black streak as our go-to suit once this challenge is complete. But for now, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about who we're taking out. So we have a target somewhere below us in this building. We're in hostile territory, and I've just realised that bringing a sniper rifle is probably not a great idea, because there's a lot of verticality on this map. But there we go. So our target is in the morgue area. There's a lot of guards in the morgue area. Maybe we'll whip out the old sniper rifle up here, and we'll sneak down. Let's have a look. We'll go all the way down to here.
There we are.
And our target should be below us somewhere.
My unique polymer treatment will preserve your body for millennia. Longer even.
Where is he standing? Oh, is he coming up? That might make life easier. Excellent. So there's a prestige dealt with. Oh, I forgot to bring a rare melee, didn't I? What an idiot. Now, we could get a mace, though, if we could find our way up into the penthouse without getting murked by everyone. Which seems unlikely, but we can give it a go. We've got an SMG. But then how are we going to get it around the place? That's the other question. Right, that guard has clearly noticed that something's up. Over he goes. Oh no, he's coming my way. Good. It'd be nice to at least get the briefcase out of this first place.
That smells liable to give everyone a headache.
Sorry? Huh?
So there's our 3 guards killed. They're not going to be the last. Maybe they want to preserve a bit of ammo. Although, have these guys dropped... That guy's dropped a shotgun. That's just an axe. That's no good. So yeah, we might have to make our way to the penthouse if we want to get a mace. And then we might have to get that mace to where we want it to be. Do we want to draw him in here? Or do we want to wait? Because he's going to go away again. That guy is... down. So now we're merely trespassing instead of in hostile territory. That's a good sign. Now, maybe we leave the briefcase behind for a minute. And we work our way up to the penthouse to grab a mace. Because we can wear the mace on our back, right? Now that guy is comfortably out of the way. He'll be coming back, but not until we're in position. Just hanging out. And you can get tugged off.
Phrasing?
And now we've got 2 more guards. And that gives us access to a rare melee weapon. I think. Broadsword, that's no good. It's a mace that we need. I thought there was a mace up here. Battle axes. There it is. Good. Now, can we put it on our back? No, we can't. Okay. But there's a master key. That's pretty useful. So if we want to get this taken away, we're going to need to throw it. Hadn't considered that.
Got some strange noises here. Looking into it. Over.
So maybe we want to sneak down with it, but will that work?
Command, how do you read me? Over.
Pish, someone else is coming up.
Command, I found a body here in my 20. Negative, command. Got nothing so far.
Just one guy? Maybe just one guy.
Command, I've arrived at the location and it looks clear. Back to smoking and joking. Over.
No smoking and or joking for you, my friend. Right, so there's our mace. So what happens if we try and go down this way? We've got a little side room here that we can sneak through. But then climbing out there... Did that cause us to drop our mace? No, we tucked it away in our prison pocket when we climbed out the wall. So that's good. But how does this help us? Let's sneak across here, but then this room is one that we don't want to be spotted in. We can't press on any further. No. So this hasn't really helped us a lot. If we burst into that room and murk everyone, then that'll allow us to find our way past. Maybe at this point we should check where our other targets are exactly. One's in the chapel, and one's possibly working on the Phoenix equipment thing. So we've got 2 armed guards in there.
What?
Come on, you. Come inside. There we go. Now, out this window. Seems like a good bet. And then down a pipe. Yep.
Sir,
You've spotted us.
sir.
So down you go. I'm sure that guy spotted us before. Now,
Where the hell?
do these guys know what we look like? Is the question. Because if they do, we might have to murk them all. Although, we're not coming back to this area, are we? So, does it matter if they live or die? Maybe not. Right, so we've got our mace. Where did we leave our briefcase? Was it in here? Yeah, it was. A second briefcase could be nice. Are we worried about taking the mace back with us, though? Do we need a mace back at base, or are we good? Right, there's no way forward there without getting into a lot of trouble. If we go to the morgue, we can at least get down to ground level. It will require killing a bunch more guards, probably. Yeah, they did notice our friend and they've taken his bod away. That's fine. This room is of no benefit to us, yes? Yes. How many guys are down there? Like 3 plus her. Right, one guy's potentially spotted us and he's on his way over. That could help. Because as he comes up the stairs there, we take him out.
What the fuck? I lost visual. I can't see him. I can't see him. Anyone got him?
And then they can have a quick search around the place. But there's fewer guards now to deal with.
Understood. Containing the scene. Sweeping the perimeter. Out.
Give him all you got.
Get rid of her.
Lost visual on the perpetrator. You got him?
I'm worried that they
Lost
have
sight too.
actually
Lost sight
had
too.
visual on me.
Where is he?
They say they've lost visual, but I don't know if they ever had it.
He's gone. Looks like he made a run for it.
Now, you're going back down. You're not actually in view, are you? There you go. There's your head. See a head,
Roger, Command.
pop ahead.
Nothing tangible yet. Still looking.
Yep,
Will
keep
do.
looking,
Out.
friend. Good. Now, are you holding machine guns? You were. That means our machine gun should be replenished. Good. So yeah, note to self, if I have to do scale again, suit only, don't bring anything that inhibits climbing. The map is just too vertical for that nonsense. But we're out and about.
Dun, dun, where the hell am I? I got shit to deliver.
This guy confuses me, because he makes all the I'm a courier sounds, but he doesn't have a courier thing over his head. And he always seems to be here, like, every time he comes to the map. So it's like, are you a courier, or are you not? No. Can we keep the mace on us? And scrabble our way up here? Yes. Now, one of our targets has moved out to the helipad. Old Geralt Rivera. The Witcher himself is on this map, but Connor is still where I thought he'd be, so that's good. Should I even be going this way round? Where else could I go from the stone circle without running into a million guards? I feel like this is the safest way to get somewhere else. But then I can't get down there without running into a lot of guards, so let's see, is it just 3? I think it's just 3. So, more progress being made. Now, do these guys just have pistols? Very good, we'll take those. Nothing terribly handy in the crate. Now, to get to the helipad then, we could go all the way round. That's the security room, isn't it? Full of security dudes doing security things. But not doing them very well.
Crew got toasted, but it was covered up somehow.
You know, they're bored with all their money and
Now, at least here, we can take down the cameras, I feel. That could be helpful. Maybe we wait for that guy to move away from them. Just because he's right by it, so he'll hear the bullet impact. And he'll get excited.
whoa.
I think we got away with that. We could potentially throw everything down there. And then we're in a public place at least. But the mace is still a problem. But can we move through the security room without getting into too much trouble?
Good for time.
I think there's only one guy who might see us as we try and make our way through. Okay, that guy potentially could. Yeah, this room seems tricky. A better bet might be to shoot these two guys who are down here.
Whoa!
Right, people are searching though.
This job is duck soup compared to those days.
So let's just slip away. In case they decide to come upstairs to see what happened. Now, is it worth hiding these bogs? Just to minimise the randomness that could potentially come later. As guards are roaming around and finding other guards that are dead. So does it actually help us? Coming down here. Also, we'd probably have to take out that courier. Where would we go from there? We could then work our way around the front, possibly. Or would it be easier to kill these 4 security guards? Would we even need to kill them? We have got distractions.
They had frozen 2 hours and everybody was freaking out.
Yeah, I still don't like it. Even if it's some nasty little badger, we should do a quick sweep tomorrow. Maybe put out some...
And if that guy's just going to come around and make things a bit easier for us, perhaps. Although now that guy's spotted us, so... We are living on all sorts of edges here.
Is that it?
Because we can take them out with the radio. Or we could just shoot them all in the head. That's an option. But that would be easier if there were fewer of them, I think.
Huh?
Who heard that? Someone down below? Yeah, it's definitely people down below that are hearing that. Stop it, woman. I'm gripped by indecision. And now a guard from down below has come up to see what that was about.
Like a tourist. Not interesting.
Sorry, friend, but you're being inconvenient. Get in a box. Korea can go down.
Damn it! I don't have visual.
So yeah,
Where is
there's
he? Anyone
definitely
got him?
people
That's a negative on
out there that are still keeping an eye on that area. And I feel like they saw that body fall, so they're going to come investigate where it came from. Are there like 6 guards standing in that room that are just going to see me the minute I try and go down there?
Okay, fine. Yeah, got it.
Oh god, guards are coming in from over there. Wasn't expecting that. But fortunately I was out of sight. Alright, so this is the kind of chaos I was expecting at some point, where bodies get found and guards just run around the map. Alright, so those are the 2 that came from downstairs. One of them spotted a gun that I left behind.
That makes no sense.
No, it doesn't, does it? Missed that guy, but that's fine. Because that's one guard out of the way. I think all this kerfuffle could have been avoided if I'd just brought along a collapsible baton instead of forgetting to do so. Now, where did I leave the mace? I've dropped the mace somewhere. And it's possible guards have picked it up because it's an illegal weapon. And they're going to stash it in a box.
He actually believed it might be hollow.
Bugger. Where would I have dropped it? Where would the nearest box be? Do I just need to murk these 4 guys? Ah, it's going so well until the 4th one. Right. So they have got a box in here, but there's no mace in it. There's my mace. Lovely. And now we've got options. Do we go down the pipe as I'd planned? Or do we sneak our way through here? And where does this lead us if we do decide to sneak our way through here? So... does that just lead us to the fancy party area? It does. There's far too many people around there. So we could still go down this pipe now. There's a couple of guys there who are up to no good. So it's probably worth taking them out. Maybe they'll get found, maybe they won't. Either way, it's time for sniper rifle to shine again, I think. Because of these lads. If they both... no, only one of them's gone off the cliff. But that's fine. Because not many other people are going to be looking in that general direction, I don't think.
We might have a possible mistake.
Alright, someone heard that. Okay, let's move. Which way is he going to come? He's coming up, so he might see a body at the top there. And if he doesn't, then we'll shoot him as he comes down to investigate us. He is coming up, isn't he? Or is he given up already? Someone's found a bod.
Reporting a possible crime scene. I've got a body on the ground. Moving in.
Yeah, we've got people up here finding bodies.
Say what?
Now another guard heard that. Shit's going to escalate if we're not careful.
Oh, crap!
Right. I think everything's under control momentarily. So our target is beyond this room. But we can't get through there because that woman will spot us. So we're not out of the woods yet. Now, we could come around here.
If the pressure drops just a bit, the locking mechanism fails and Miss Washington won't be able
So we've got 3 people in
to.
there.
Maniac would lock herself inside a burning effigy without proper measure.
Same kind of
So we can climb through here. However,
Seriously, what do you care? If some filthy rich broad wants to flirt with David,
does that really help us? Let's let this conversation play out and see if they want to move. Yeah, the guard wants to go outside. Very well. That might make life a bit easier. Now those two are both facing away from us, I think. Good. Sorry about that, friends, but it had to be done. I needed this room clear of peeps. Is this room already clear of peeps? Good. Back to grab our stuff once again. Ah, there's our target. He's one of those lads. So a bit of patience here. We should be alright. To get our silent takedown. And then we can drop this bloody mace. Because they're going to have their convo. He's going to turn back around. We bonk his friend, and then we bonk him as well. You there. Get maced. And you. And we've done it. Fantastic. Now, we'll bring you out into the grass before anyone potentially shows up. Because on the daytime version of this map, sometimes Custodian might wander through here and see things that he shouldn't see. Okay. So that's another non-target down. But whilst we've got our target here, let's poison him with a Seeker. He won't even notice it. Because by the time he wakes up, he'll be dead. Which is to say, he won't make it. Excellent. Geez, that was all sorts of kerfuffle. Now, we got our one lad who's left. Maybe it's time for the old sniper rifle again. Right, comes close. Maybe he's the guard that's following the elusive target around. The appraiser, I think she is. In which case, maybe this isn't going to work because he's not going to come far enough. Yeah, it doesn't look like he wants to come far enough. I don't see us, you fool. Yep, return to your post, friend. Thank you. Right, so he's going to come out from there at some point. And then we give him a quick bit, and then we sneak away.
get him in your sight. Pull that trigger, gents.
Right, okay, we got spotted. We were a little slow climbing down there.
Nothing at my position.
Right, there's our briefcase. And we're on the run. But that appears to be a perfect scale run, assuming we make it out. Now, these two guys are not on alert. And we're trespassing, but we won't be one to pass them, yes? Nope, we're just a normal man at this point. Fantastic. Once again, suit only leads to some heart-pumping action. But we've got away with it, you know. To think that most of that was caused because I forgot to bring along my collapsible baton, which is just sat right there in our weapon wall. Jeez. We got a lockpick back, Ploz? No? Okay. So, that was a long one, so we should probably do a non-alerted one at this stage. Mendoza? Hide target bodies. Oof. There's 4 of them though. Axe kill, dart gun. Do we have a little axe on our wall? We do. We have our little combat axe, so yeah. Let's do a bit of Mendoza then. Let's bring along our little axe along with everything else we might need. High target bodies means that we're probably not going to use our Explodo duck, but we might bring it anyway. Headshot kill, legendary. Ice pick kill. We could bring an ice pick. Ice pick kill, axe kill, and then a couple freestyle. Sweet. Let's go to Mendoza. And here we are, blending in our tactical wetsuit. Because the Requiem suit isn't the only suit that gives you special exits on Mendoza. So maybe we'll be able to show this one off as well. But before we worry about that, we should worry about the fact that we've got a target down in the vineyard area. That's going to be tricky. And then we've got 3 others that are all around the villa. So yeah, it's going to be pretty tough all round. Based on those locations. Let's see. Where is our supplier? Are they just outside here? Looks like they might be according to the mini-map. Burial dagger can be discreetly slipped into our pocket, so maybe we'll grab that. And remote emetic gas is generally useful.
You know where I am if you need anything else.
But how are we going to hide the body of someone down in the vineyard? It's going to be tough. I feel like high target bodies is going to go out the window pretty swiftly. What's actually in this little room? Much of anything?
Loving care by local experts. We have only one.
There's a Hoover, so we can take out one dude and tuck him away in the privacy of that room. We didn't bring any bonkers. We've only got stabbers. Yeah, that's a chap down. And
I was an attorney.
let's see.
For 4 decades I served.
There's only one other chap around.
I served something far grander. I served the land. And the land of Mendoza longs.
So we can get out to the vineyard easily enough, it seems.
Carefully.
Let's just tuck this guy in this room, because if we can leave a space in that box, just in case our vineyard worker makes their way up here. Seems highly unlikely though. They're not going to make it all the way up here, are they? To do a bit of vom if we poison them. Because I feel that poisoning them is probably the best way to have a chance of hiding their bod. But let's see. Let's make our way down and see what we can see. Also, if I could find anything
I was an attorney.
that's
For
bonky.
4 decades I served the law.
I mean, there's...
Now, I
Oh yeah, here we
serve
go.
something
Lead
far
pipe,
grander.
boss?
I serve the land. And the land
Okay, we'll
of
take a
Mendoza
Semtex.
longs to
I could have picked up the baseball, but
Grew up here.
I'm a sucker for
These
items with
majestic
rarity. I
plains
will
were
always
my
take those.
playground. I'm returning here to pick up the mantle of my
No.
ancestors.
So we can sneak into the vineyard without too much trouble. And there is a box. There's a few boxes around, so that's good. But our target is kind of over there somewhere. They're not a million miles away. They're not right on the other side. But still. It's a bit tricky. So the grapes are all block lines of sight, so that's good. Our target does have a friend with them. That's bad. So let's try a bit of this, shall we? Oh, come on.
Oh no! This is not good. I don't feel well.
Right, which way are you going? There's another guy and there's an armed guard. That's not great.
What?
Jeez, we're almost getting spotted by everyone. This could be a perfect time, though, for a nice pick kill. Jeez. Okay. This is good. How we've not been spotted yet, I've no idea. But this is great. And now if we get spotted, we just say, it's fair cop, Governor, and we get escorted off the grounds. But up at Yates's Manor, I think it's hostile territory, so it could be trickier up there to get away with this sort of shenanigan. I don't know what sort of hiding spots there are going to be over at the villa. I might have to throw people over walls and just hope that counts as hidden. Figure it out as we go. We also might have to murk a lot of guards because they're just in our way. I often find with hide target bodies that it means you must kill everybody around your targets before you actually get the targets themselves. But that's fine, we're okay with that. Like that guy, for instance, he can go. That guy can go. Has his friend spotted him yet? Maybe. Maybe he has now. Yeah, here he comes. There he goes. It'd be nice to clear out this little area as well. It'd be nice to clear it out as far as the cameras, but I don't know if that's doable.
You gotta be.
I never really understood why people bother with those mother of...
It's going well. These two guys we want out of the way.
Down there.
Is anyone going to come down here? We can cupboard these two guys just, again, to reduce the randomness and allow time for people who are searching and moving bodies to do their thing. Because randomness is the enemy. But yeah, looks like everything's settled down. Bodies might still be getting moved though. But now we've got a couple of different routes that we can take to get into the villa area. So let's see, is there any good reason to come up here right now? One of our targets isn't a million miles away, but this room is heavily guarded.
Try to get inside that safe back there? Of course. I'm human. Any luck? Nah, not yet. I bet it's something cool.
What if we lure a guard over here? Would that be of use? Get grape knifed.
Christ's sake.
His mate spotted it.
Man, they're thrown on the ground. Hold on.
Yeah, that's risky using the knife rather than just shooting him, but we haven't found a lot of pistol ammo, so I'm being cautious. But this guy might need a bit of pistol.
No, dead. Murdered, it seems.
Come on, poke your head. There we go, got him in the end. Now the other guy who's in this room doesn't appear to care, so Let's see if we can't deal with these guys. We are filling this pool with bots. Now, actually, before we go out there, though, do we look at the camera room? There's like 3 bodyguards. Is it going to be plausible to kill them all?
Okay.
I mean, one of them might have spotted us. So we might be able to lure them over. Yeah, you stand behind the wall there. And now your friends won't even notice that you're gone. Perfect. And these guys might have pistols as well. So that's even better. Yeah. Come on, friend. You even paying attention? So we'll get ourselves a key card that we probably don't need. But why wouldn't you get it when you get the chance? And do we need to mop up? I don't know if this is a variant of the map where Don Yates and Tamara are already missing. Because if it is, then it's possible there's a security guard roaming around somewhere asking where Don Yates is. So cleaning up the bods is probably a good idea. Now the cameras are down, let's make our way up into the cellar once again. There should be 2 guys left, a guard and a civilian. It's definitely a guard who's onto us because of our bad shooting. There doesn't appear to be a civilian though. Maybe this is a non-standard version of the map, which increases the chances of Don Yates being present. Because I think it's only the standard versions of the map where the targets are generally missing. And we'll pinch some of his cash whilst we get the chance. So we've now got a way of getting up into the grounds over here. Oh, just trespassing up here. I thought we were hostile. Yeah, Don Yates is about. So target 1 is over here somewhere.
Well, perhaps I'll add it to the repertoire.
So Don throws some randomness into the mix again. He's being followed by guards, none of whom are our target. Now, what happens to that guy I just shot? Did he fall in the bushes? Close. Someone's onto us. But, yeah. Does it matter terribly if people know what we look like? Because we're probably going to murk them all anyway. Right, our target's coming down. That's promising. Especially if he's the only one who comes down.
Command, I'm in the backyard. No sign of anyone out of place. Moving on.
Oh. Some other guy suddenly decided to rush on in. Down he goes.
Get caught in the crossfire! Stay low! Over there!
Right, so is this a good time to take down our target? Probably not.
We're back in business. Let's move in.
Wake up!
Yep, there goes high target bods, I feel. Curses.
¿Me escuchas entrar?
But that's fine. Now we can just kill people. So we can whittle down some of the guards that are going to be surrounding our other targets. So all is well, to an extent. We are hunted. I see one orange man. We can live with one orange man. Now he's possibly going to come down and start trying to clean up some of these bodies. There's two orange men, okay. One of our targets seems to be a maid in the house, and the other is a guard who's lurking and leaning against a wall. Now, are you going to bring bodies downstairs? I don't think so, because that would involve bringing them through the shortcut door, which, as far as the AI is concerned, may not be open at any given moment. So,
It's not over until the fat lady
let's
sings,
see.
and she ain't singing no more.
Okay, maybe they are coming down this way. And there we go. We are no longer sus, aside from the fact that we're trespassing. Now, does this door help us? Does this get us into the manor itself? Because we've got a maid in there that needs to go. She should be an easy target. Down she goes. Now maybe we nip outside. The guards who were in this vicinity are mostly dead at that point. And we have got two guards over there. And there we go. Right, targets are down. We are free to make our way to our special exit, which involves heading back down to that pool that we filled with bodies earlier. So this is an exit that can only be taken if you're wearing some sort of wetsuit, which is why we bought the tactical one that we're in now. Let's see. Exit mission. Splosh. Pay no attention to the corpses, 47. Don't tell me the game's crashed after all of this. That's not what we want. Why would it crash at this stage? I'm pretty sure there's no known crash bugs relating to the Freelancer Variations mod of Mendoza, and yet here we are. Curses. And of course it's not saved any of the work that we just did. Dagnammit. So what we'll do then is we will do one of the other two missions, and then I'll come back and do Mendoza off camera. Because I want to do at least 3 today. But we have spent a while on those other 2, so let's go to Whittleton Creek, shall we? Let's see, we've got Axe Kill, Poison Guard, Silent Takedown, Rare Melee, for which we will remember to bring a rare melee weapon this time. Now we're carrying a bit too much stuff, so maybe we'll drop Rubber Ducky, although we don't have high target bodies this time, so maybe we'll drop our submachine gun and we will just poison a guard and take people down with various gubbins and clear out Whit Creek. Right, pretty sure Vermont is one of the colder parts of the States in general, so we're bringing our winter sports suit today. And we've got 4 targets to deal with. One of whom lurks by a muffin stand. That would be the real estate guy. One of the gardeners in Helen West's property. And then Russell Grant again and Bobby Ashcroft at the Griswold. So this shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world, all told. There's a couple of folks that hang around near the real estate guy, so he might not be a good bet for a silent takedown with a rare melee weapon. Now, Butch is one of the gardeners, so maybe he's not the hardest target in the world. What happens if we throw something in here? He's not the one who hears it. Okay. Did anyone hear it? I don't think so. Yeah, no one seems to want to hear anything that goes on in this shed. There we go. We got someone's attention.
Yeah, Command, there's some kind of commotion down
So if we can clear this guy out of the way, that's a good start. Now, is he the only person left in this garden? Maybe. Does he count as a guard? He's a gardener. But he's probably also armed, because most of Helen's people are, I think. And it looks like he's got a good solid, bold outline.
Whoa.
Although maybe it's time we bop him.
What?
Yeah, that counted as a silent takedown. Good. And yeah, he dropped a gun. So he's definitely a guard. So we can poison him as well. Get another challenge out of the way. No?
Command, you copy? Yeah, we've got what looks like a casualty here. Over.
Okay, that didn't count as a poison guard. That's fine. We will ice pick him. Might have to ice pick his friend as well. So I guess the guards are only going to count the Janus guards and the Nolan Cassidy guards, and therefore not the ones at the Griswold property. Now, we've got a bush over here, so let's sneak across. Maybe put away our ice pick. So you're definitely a guard. Yeah, you face over there. Oh. There we go. That's another challenge out of the way. Let's pop into the Wilsons. They won't mind. So we've now got 3 people in here. We've normally only got 2. But this freelance guy is an extra target, so... maybe we lure him. Get our axe ready.
What's that? By throwing his coffin nails over the fence? Seems pointless. There's no reason for him to kick the habit when he's already so close to kicking the bucket. I say, let's go. Being me.
And there we go. That's all of our challenges complete. So now we can afford to take down our friends however we please.
Probably not.
Like so. And that just leaves our real estate friend. Now, where is our... are they in Helen West's garage? Yeah. Our supplier is in the general area we need to be. So this could be a pretty quick and painless mission all round.
Janice's oddball nurse.
Now this time maybe we will grab a gun. And a screwdriver.
Good choice. You know where I am.
We've not got any major climbing to do.
I'm Charles Blake.
Shut up, Charles. No one's got time for your antics. Now, where can we do this all sneaky silent like? I mean, it doesn't have to be super sneaky silent, but maybe those bushes over there are a good bet. Let's see. Oh, someone's found a bod. Someone's definitely just found another bod. And we can get on the bus and head back to base. Quick and easy. And there we go, 3 more missions complete. I will redo Mendoza before we see you again. And then next time we'll go for the final 3 missions and possibly get this suit only challenge done in short order. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.